What's up, Wednesday? What's up, everybody?
Sounds good.
I don't know. I'm using a baby mug today. I don't have a tie.
Please send Tom ties. He's out of ties.
We ran out.
All right, let's move in. We had a viewer write in and ask us about weight training, lifting some weights.
What's up with that?
So we're going to talk about it, but one thing to really think about here is that it's kind of, to me, like eating organic. People, that doesn't do anything. Mm-hmm. All right, so tell me this. If I spend more money and I eat some organic, or I don't eat organic, right? Mm-hmm. If I don't eat it, I could lose a benefit of eating organic. But if I eat organic, am I really going to lose anything? Probably not. Same thing with weightlifting. You have coaches, you have athletes, you have that debate on the internet, should you or should you not? It's really hard to find unless you go looking for it. Mm-hmm. Any writings out there that say, oh, it's bad for you. Now, it could be good for you, or it might not really help you gain anything, but is it worth a shot? Yeah. Okay, so that's what we're going to delve into. When I would be running a big chunk of an 80-mile week, usually I get up in the morning and kind of feel banged up and kind of ginger, walking around like an old man, and started lifting weights, started getting up in the morning and not feeling that bad. Yeah. And so I think there is something there that people should look into. Yeah. So we're talking about lifting weights, preferably not on race day. I did see the dude. I warmed up for a race recently. Mm-hmm. Saw the cat over doing some push-ups in the grass before the race start. Does anyone know what that does?
Tires yourself. That's what it does.
Makes you look good for the cameras.
That's true. I mean, I guess if you're going for those race day pics that they send you 400 times in your email.
We forgot to do push-ups before we started this.
We can do them still.
We'll be back in a second. Okay, so Chance, this is your deal, bud. Lifting weights. Biggest thing I want to talk about is what are your options. Tom has his personal training certificate. Mm-hmm. What do you tell people they want to lift weights? What are you going to have them do?
I don't actually have my personal training certificate. Machine
you got resistance training. You got basically machines in there that you can use. They're a little safer. They spot you. Mm-hmm. You can do it by yourself. You got free weights. You got body weight stuff. You got CrossFit. You have Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping. You have Snap Fitness. There's all these places and all these different approaches to strengthening. I don't think that any of them are bad if you do them in moderation, acclimate to it, get used to it. But let's not forget that you could go play some ball.
Exactly.
All right? What we see for overuse injuries for runners is that we do the same thing all the time. Everything's straightforward. You don't even run backwards. Yeah. Everything's straightforward. No side-to-side, nothing. And so you get a runner that can run 80 miles a week and run a sub-3-hour marathon, but if he goes and plays basketball for 30 minutes, he's hurting for 3 days. And so
he's tired.
Let's think about the fact that Juan, one of our customers down here, he's a baller. Lunchtime ball. He runs, but he probably plays more hours of basketball in a week than he does running. Mm-hmm. But he always stays healthy running because he's working all those other attachments and muscles and ligaments and things that you use to do side-to-side movement, jump, scoot, all these things. Start easy. Make sure your form's good. A lot of people get in and start doing, bench press, and you see them muscling it up like this. Start with low weights. And really, if you're trying to get fit for running, you want to do lower weight and more repetition of what you're doing instead of maxing out and trying to put on a bunch of muscle. When you're doing these, a lot of people have issues of injury that they would like to remedy. And so they think lifting weights is going to do that. But if you're somehow having issues with your hips and you start lifting weights and you're doing bench press, probably not going to do much for you. You could do what Galen Rupp is doing, a lot of the elite athletes do, is they have a PT, a physical therapist, not a personal trainer, a physical therapist that they work with, and they go in there and they give you strength tests and flexibility tests, and they'll find your weaknesses and give you exercises to do, strengthening exercises for those specific areas that you're weak in. So you do a circuit training, right? Circuit training, roll through it quickly, short rest, keep your cardio up. You're still getting a workout from it. Do 2 sets. I start, one set. 3 weeks later, we'll do 2 sets, and move through and see. But
Yeah.
a lot of different things. Chance, I hope that answers some questions. If you should do it, we say, yeah. The ladies like it too. Buddy up in Des Moines, you ask him what he's been training for, he say he just wants to look good naked.
Yeah.
Lifting weights will help you do that.
I haven't lifted in like 6 years.
I saw him naked though, it still looks pretty good.